board. So tell us, what is your name?
Inell.
Oh, right, and we're going to practice with the audio too.
Yes, you certainly are. Thank you for reminding me. Okay.
You just play them and okay. Okay. So tell me, what is your name?
Inell Jones.
And then now, what do you do?
I work for a biologics company.
And what brings you to the neuroscience company?
I am a guest of one of the neurophilosophers here on campus.
Okay. So, do you, I think one of the questions that we're asking people is about...
You want to look at me?
You know, you're right, you make sure you're in the frame. Okay.
Okay.
So, one of the things we're asking people is about brains and soul. And so, do you believe in soul? Do you have a soul?
So, I believe that the soul. And how would you define the soul?
However you want.
Okay. Well, I believe I am, who I am, just made up of, I guess, a lot of different components.
Okay. And so, I think we maybe turned it around a little bit. Yeah, okay, there we go. Okay, so I guess if a soul is something that is not material, so it's like if we can be.
Yeah, I would say the soul is not material. It's not the flesh and bones.
So do you believe in that concept, or that you have some kind of immaterial soul? Even if that's not only who you are, something is that part of who you are?
That's an interesting question. I think I would have to think about that more. Yes.
So there's nothing else here. This is nice meeting you. Thank you.
Soul thing could be considered personal, because I think people associate the soul with a religion, and going to hell or going to heaven.
Well, but I think that's part of it, is like asking these neuroscience, these like science people, like, how do you, I mean, that's, maybe I'm wrong, but that's where my impression that.
Well, that's all it is. You're entitled. So what is your impression? That?
Yeah, I definitely agree that it is a religion. People associate the soul with religion, so people who are more religious will believe in that.
Right, and they don't. Yeah, they
might
think.
Right, it's like an
Like, well, wait, what
right,
are you asking me? And
yeah, right.
My pastor send you this way. So here's a couple of people with badges on. So this will be your question about the brain and what role does it play? From being a neuroscientist is a good question, because hear what they say about that.
Okay, great. Yeah, no, totally.
And you have to use your louder voice.
Yes.
When the bus leaves.
Yeah, when the bus leaves.
Yeah, no problem.
You want to practice that projecting
the
voice.
Outside voice. Yeah. So what are your names?
Well, my name is Emiliano I'm from Guadalajara.
I'm Pedro Valenzuela, also from Guadalajara.
And Misael Ibarra, also from Guadalajara.
Okay, nice to meet you guys. And what brings you to the conference?
So it's actually our first time coming here to the Congress.
Oh, okay.
So, and well, our teachers invited us because we were like on a research team. So like they told us like, well, there's a Congress in San Diego. Do you want to come? Let's work on the project. And then, well, here we are.
Yeah, actually, they bring us here to make their work, like to expose their posters.
Yeah, they're like networking, so we expose the posters from the work. Yeah, that's our main job here.
Okay. So one of the questions that we're asking people is whether you are a brain.
Well,
how would you answer whether like you are a brain?
Yeah, like the conscious. This is kind of philosophical.
Well, it is a
You know,
little
okay. So
philosophical.
I,
Take it however
I had a
you want.
conversation with a friend called Paolo. Okay, shout out to Paolo.
Oh yeah, I guess pause
Okay.
for a second until it goes away.
Tuve una conversación con Pablo una vez de que era sobre qué es la conciencia y de que si uno tuviera el mismo, o sea, si genéticamente tuviera el mismo cerebro, seríamos nosotros otra vez. Entonces, nosotros somos un cerebro. Oh, okay, sorry. So I had a conversation with a friend before, shout out to Paulo, in which we talked about what's the consciousness, and we talked like, well, we as a conscious, we belong to a body, you know, and we are conscious that we have a body. So what happens if in a million years we have like the same brain in a coincidence, right? It's like a coincidence with the same brain and the same energy and all that stuff. Are we the same person? We like reincarnate, you know? That was like the main focus of the conversation, of a debate. So I think that yes, we as a concept, we as a body, we as a conscious, we are a brain. But as a full body, as a body of mass, we are not a brain, but brain is what makes us part of ourselves. Yeah.
Okay. And how about you guys? What are your thoughts?
Well, I think, like, if we are a brain, I think a brain is a type of interconnection, like network that works around the body. So I think, well, by myself, I describe like brain, a whole separate thing from the organism and the body. So I think there is a brain is a thing that drives the organism and the body to other things. And for me, that's a brain. That's how I understand the concept of brain.
yeah, for me, it's like the brain is the one who makes us be ourselves, and the rest of the body or the things we do is like the expression of our brain. I think that's my answer.
Thank you guys so much.
Wonderful. Anything you would like to
Yeah,
add?
anything
Any
else?
additional thoughts?
Shout out to QGDL.
Yeah, shout out to
University and
Okay.
and the University of Guadalajara.
All right.
That's
Yeah.
wonderful.
Thank you guys so much.
Excellent. Thank you. And we should exchange information so you can see it
yeah.
once it's published. Yes.
Guess I should turn it around.
I think you have to stop it though.
Oh.
And
There.
oh.
Okay, I can see me, so that's a good start.
Good.
Okay. And, well, this is what I want to do. Okay. Okay. Okay, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
My name's Inell Lawrence, and I'm interviewing people that are here for the Neuroscience, Society of Neuroscience Convention. Would you answer one or two questions
Yeah,
for
I'd be
me?
happy to.
Okay. So you are
My name is Sarah.
Sarah, wonderful Sarah. And what brings you to the Society of Neuroscience Convention?
Yeah, my work is contributing or helping with a YouTube channel that deals with the brain and thinking about thinking, and so I help with that channel and trying to that's it.
Okay, well, so my question is probably going to be rather simple for you. And my question is, what role does your brain play in who you are?
I think the brain is really all we are. So it plays the biggest role. Yeah.
Wonderful. So would you just expand a little bit on that? Yes.
So our brain is 800 billion neurons. It's very complicated and
Okay, sorry to interrupt, ladies. So I was gonna put a title over the 800 billion neurons thing because that's not right. It's 80 billion neurons. I was gonna put 80 billion, asterisk. But then I thought, ooh, something a little bit more generous, charitable. 800 billion is close to the number of total cells because there are, as you've heard me say in many interviews, 10 times as many glial cells, supporting cells, as there are neurons. These are your astrocytes, the stuff that feeds the neurons and takes care of them. But I want to check that. Never before have I wanted to check that, but this time I wanted to check that, and I'm completely wrong. So here's what ChatGPT said. So first I asked ChatGPT, how many cells compose the brain? She said about 170 billion, 86 billion neurons, and then roughly an equal number of non-neuronal cells, glial cells, and other supporting cells, bringing the total number of brain cells to approximately 170 billion. I said, what? I thought there were 10 times as many glial cells as neurons. She said, this is one of the biggest myths in neuroscience, and it was taught for decades, but it's wrong. Here's the full story. Pre-2009. So my learning about neuroscience is pre-2009, by the way. So the old belief, so it started in, I guess, 2003. The old belief, pre-2009, is that there are 10 times as many glial cells as neurons. This came from very rough early estimates and some badly generalized measurements from limited brain regions. People repeated it so often it became what we call textbook truth. New correct data. In 2009, Brazilian neuroscientist Susana Herculano Rosel used a new method called the isotropic fractionator to actually count cells in the brain. She found about 86 billion neurons and about 85 billion non-neurons, mostly glia, so about a 1-to-1 ratio. So why the old myth existed? Some parts of the brain do have far more glia than neurons. For instance, the outer surface, the bark of the brain's tree, the cortex, whereas the cerebellum, it's opposite. Blah, blah, blah. In the cerebellum, no, it's not opposite. She said others, like the cerebellum, have far more neurons than glia, but then she says that in the cerebellum, there's 16 billion neurons and about 16 billion glia, so... in the cerebral cortex, there's 16 billion neurons in about 60 billion glia. Okay, so that's kind of what led to the mistake, even though that's not a 10-to-1 or 1-to-10 ratio. It is a 1-to-3.7 ratio. And then in other parts of the brain, non-cortical, non-cerebellar, you've got 54 billion neurons, and then only about a fifth of that is glial cells. Okie dokie. All right, let's pick up where we left off. Back to you, ladies.
all of our emotions and feelings, like everything originates in the brain. So everything that we perceive, we can trace, and everything we experience, we can trace back to some kind of activity or function in the brain.
Right. And is it typical that people appreciate the role of their brain in their existence?
I think
From your
people
experience?
don't. In my experience, that people don't appreciate the importance of the brain in our experience.
Okay, right. And is it important, do you think?
It is. It is really important that people understand about the brain
Mhm.
because it plays such an important role in our lives, in everything that we do, because it's our brain is who we
Everything
are.
we are.
It is us. Yeah.
Okay, all right, wonderful. So if humans don't fully appreciate the role of that spongy ball in their head, what can we do
Yeah.
to help
Yeah.
bring awareness?
Right. It's hard. It's hard. But we can try and educate. We can try and talk to people, tell them these studies that have been done to show that there is no other separate immaterial essence. But I think the really sad thing is that these studies have been around for a really long time, where you cut the brain in half, like they call it split brain, and that creates two independent. It's like a treatment for seizures to cut the corpus callosum, and that should show to everyone that the brain is the defining feature, because when that split happens, it creates two independent hemispheres. It's like,
And how does that impact the person that's had the seizures or having seizures? How does that?
so it reduces the seizures. I don't know why, but then so that means that things that one side of what that's happening in one side of their brain, it is that isn't, those messages aren't being communicated by the other.
And that's why the seizures.
No, I
are
don't know.
impacted?
I don't
okay.
know why. I don't know
Okay.
why. But it just should demonstrate to everyone in the public that you can create another self just by splitting the brain.
Oh, wow. Well, that's quite interesting. Okay, wonderful. Thank you so much. I appreciate your time, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, bye.
Okay.
So is that what that does? It shows that they what was so it shows that when they split the you can pause that when they
I'm nervous about your bag. There we go. Oh my gosh, I can't believe you did that. Okay, excellent. Let me give you a mic. We'll put it, just unzip it. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, thanks. My name's Eris.
Nice to meet you, Ricardo.
Ricardo, nice to meet you. Where are you from?
France.
France?
Yeah.
Tu veux faire en français?
Si tu veux.
Non,
Ok.
je veux pas parce que je veux que les gens puissent regarder
Ok,
et comprendre ce qui
anglais.
se passe.
We're doing English. Okay?
Yeah, very good. So, here's my question. What should brains know about brains?
What should brains know about brains?
Yeah, what's one thing... Here, first, why don't you tell me, what do you do with the brain?
What do I do with the
Yeah,
brain?
do you do research?
Yeah, I do research right now.
Okay, in what?
So I'm with mice.
Okay.
Just doing research in mice, analyzing movement.
Very
and
good.
dynamics of movement. And yeah.
Okay,
that's about
excellent.
it. That's
That's
one-year
great.
research.
That's great. You've been doing it for a year?
I started 2 months ago.
Okay,
So
excellent.
pretty new. Yeah.
Okay, good. So then I misunderstood what you said a second ago. I thought you said 1 year of research.
I do 1 year research. Started 2 months ago. So 10 more.
Yeah,
months to go.
very good. And do you have your graduate degree? Are you working towards it?
I'm a master's degree right now.
Very
so
good. Awesome.
I'll graduate next year.
Okay, excellent. Okay,
Yeah.
so what is one thing that brains should know about brains?
Yeah, it's an interesting question.
Yeah,
I don't even know how to tackle it, you know?
yeah. Let me ask you this: what's over here? What organ is talking to you right now?
From our claw machine inside, people left a bunch.
It's a bunch of organs, I'd say, no? It's a collection of organs.
Maybe. What organ is commanding this speech right now?
I'd say the brain.
The brain.
Yeah.
And what organ is commanding or is doing the comprehension of this conversation over there? The brain? Okay. Are you a brain?
I'm a brain. I'm a collection of organs.
You're a collection of organs?
Yeah.
What if, let's say your stomach had a computational system that rivaled the brain, almost as complicated as the brain,
Second brain.
a second
about?
brain.
Mhm.
what would be the situation? Would you be sharing this body with that second brain? Would you, whatever that is, exist in both brains? What do you think?
Wouldn't that be just a unique, long, big brain?
So together they would be a big brain?
Yeah,
I guess it depends on how integrated they are.
Yeah.
What if they're not connected at all? All sensory information goes to both, and both can send motor commands.
Right.
But they're not connected to each other.
Okay. Are they not connected to each other?
Yeah, that's what I'm... In our hypothetical, these two computational systems sont pas connectés.
Okay. Does
Now
that make you're two person? No.
I think so. Have you heard of split brain research?
No, I haven't not.
In the 60s, Michael Gazzaniga, he cut the corpus callosum for epileptics, right? So that the seizure doesn't spread to the other hemisphere.
Okay.
And all of a sudden, he saw that information could be localized to just one hemisphere. It was as though there were two consciousnesses, two selves in the same skull, because they were no longer interacting. Okay. That's interesting, huh? Okay,
interesting. Yeah,
here's my last question. Can you tell me about cognitive errors? Can you name some cognitive errors?
Cognitive errors?
Yeah, the biais cognitif, heuristics.
Oh, biais cognitif?
Yeah.
Confirmation bias.
Perfect. The mother of all biases. Yeah. Excellent. Can you give me another one?
No. Right now.
Okay, very good. Very good. So, if this is a brain that is interpreting the things that I'm saying, should that brain learn about more cognitive biases than just the confirmation bias?
Oh, yeah, totally.
Okay. So, you're going to do that?
Yeah.
You're going to learn about it?
Yeah, I learn about it.
Awesome, bro. Thank you very much.
Well, thank
Alors,
you.
je te donne la chaîne.
Okay.
Keep recording just in case you say something really interesting. Je te donne la chaîne. T'as ton portable?
Ouais.
C'est la chaîne. Tu tapes ça et tu vas voir la vidéo. Est-ce que tu as quelque chose à ajouter?
Bah, qu'est-ce que vous faites? Vous êtes qui?
Alors, un peu de très bien. Oui, bien sûr. All right, so who are we? What are we doing? Yeah. So I'm a philosopher of neuroscience. I studied neuroscience in school, and I'm a philosopher. So I try to think about what we've gathered empirically and what it means for how we think of ourselves. So our current language assumes things that we know to not be true. It assumes that, for instance, the mind is a singular thing that maybe competes with the heart. It assumes that like emotions are in the heart, things like that, right? And what we've learned in the neurosciences is that 80 billion neurons, you are many things. Yeah. You are the competition, collaboration of many things, right? And so one of the things that I want to do is I've come up with like vocabulary and frameworks so that people can talk a little bit more accurately about the mind, about their impulses and so on, without using old stuff like the heart versus the mind or something like that. Okay. Another thing, my main thing, is that I want to encourage brains like that one and like this one and all these brains to learn about themselves, because I think the world would be a better place. Yeah. My main thing is that if brains know that they're brains, they will believe that they are fallible, that they evolved not to vote for presidents or answer big philosophical questions, but to survive and reproduce. Yeah. And so we shouldn't really believe in our capacities to do all these things that we're trying to do. We should be a little bit more humble, right? Yeah. That's the project. That's the mission.
It's interesting. It's good. Your supervisor is actually doing half philosophy, half neuroscience.
Very good.
It's good to have a philosophy input, I think.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
I like the way he thinks about stuff, and
yeah.
I see that for me too.
And so that's kind of what I think is the job of philosophers. Ever since science came along, the job of philosophers is to take the information from the science and make it useful to the people. You know. Okay, excellent. So, you know what? I'm going to actually add my phone number just in case you ever want to have another conversation.
Yeah, go for it. I'd be happy to.
Okay, great. All right, great.
Where are you based at?
Chicago.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to put are you in the U.S. now?
Right now, yeah, Boston.
Boston, okay, cool. All right, Ricardo.
Perfect.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Enchanté. Et à une prochaine fois.
Yeah, enjoy the conference.
Oh, let me grab the micro. Oh, yeah. Very good. All right, thank you very much. Hello, 2-minute neuroscience interview? Very good. Is anybody available for a 2-minute neuroscience interview? Anyone? One question. Are you a brain? All right, very good. Thank you. Hello, do you have a second for a 2-minute interview? For a neuroscience interview? Good. 2-minute neuroscience interview?
Turn right.
Hello, ma'am. We're doing interviews about the brain. Do you have 2 minutes? Does anybody have 2 minutes for a neuroscience interview? Just one question. Yes, that's awesome.
Well, I don't really know neuroscience, but I can try.
Great. No, that's great. Oh, great. Wow. This is fantastic. Great. Let's have so I am a philosopher and I am interviewing. Can you get rid of that? Thank you so much. All right. So can everybody actually come here and we're going to even try to do this. So if you go over there. That's awesome. So if everybody comes over here with me. Okay. So we have 5 people. So let's do names.
Kevin Bailey.
Beth Saba. AP. Jocelyn. Jessica.
Okay, thank you. I didn't actually memorize all those. I was thinking about my next question, so I apologize for that. Thank you. So I'm Eris. So I'll post this on YouTube. I have about 200 followers. So you will be overnight sensations, and I hope you're ready for that. Good, excellent. So let's start with Kevin. Are you a brain?
I have a brain.
You have a brain. And what would you say you are?
Other than a human, I'm just...
You're a human?
I'm myself.
Okay, very good. Are you a brain?
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, not really.
And what is answering my question right now? Very good. Are you a brain?
No, I'm not. I'm a human.
Okay, and what is answering my question right now?
Just a moment.
The moment is answering my question. Very good. Are you a brain?
No.
Okay, and what is answering my question right now?
I don't know.
Okay, very good. Are you a brain?
No.
And what is answering my question right now?
My person.
Okay, very good. Here's why it matters to me that brains see themselves as brains. I think that we've done a lot of research about the cognitive errors, heuristics, biases, and so on, and people don't know about it. They don't think it applies to them because they think that they are maybe immaterial souls that are just sometimes misguided by this fallible brain. But I have news. You guys are fallible. You guys are biological. How does that feel? To think of yourselves as biological?
It feels like I kind of knew.
No, sorry. I mean to think of your essence as biological. To think
Part of it is.
Part of it is?
Yeah.
Okay, very good, very good. So who does know what organ is answering these questions?
Our brain.
Oh, the brain?
And also our vocal.
And what's commanding
our brain.
through the glossopharyngeal cranial nerve?
Yes.
Is it the brain?
Yes.
Okay, so the brain's answering this question and speaking on your behalf. Is that how we would see it? No?
I was gonna say no.
Okay. So it's speaking, it's using the word I, but it isn't you. So that's why I was wondering if maybe it was speaking on your behalf.
Well, I am I. Doesn't the brain identify itself as I?
Yeah.
I identify myself as I?
So how do we know who's talking, whether it's the self or the brain? Because we've only mapped verbal processes in the brain. Okay, very good. That's all I wanted. Any additional comments?
No.
Okay, thank you so much for stopping for this. Thank you.
I feel like I need a shot after that.
Thank you. Oh, maybe you want to write down where you can see the video, where the channel is. Okay, excellent. Thank you. Thank you very much. I can go through and take a moment to. Very good. CYL. Okay. So you'll be on the news tomorrow. No, I'm just joking. Have a good night. Thank you so much. Interview me.
Okay. Hello.
Hi.
What's your name?
My name's Eris.
What do you think that, are you a brain? Is that what I'm asking?
Yes, that's what I heard. I am a figment of my imagination. So no, I am not a brain. I don't actually exist. That is, though, maybe the smartest form of the ego myth. if you had to believe that there was a self, then I guess to say that the brain. But no, I am a construction of neurons. So yeah, I guess my source is definitely the brain, but I don't really exist. Just kind of, I'm kind of I guess a bundling, a grouping, I am the lasso that we throw around ourselves. All the different mechanisms, verbal and not, that I am. That'd be my answer. Thank you.
Yeah. And that's it.
That's it.